Welcome to 475 Dale Avenue in lovely North Tetagouche, New Brunswick. This lovely home is situated in a very, very quiet subdivision, which is about 6 minutes from Bathurst. So you have the advantage of having country living with space between you and your neighbors, and without having to be so far into the country that it's hard to get into town. So just doing a little circle of the neighborhood. As you can see, they have a U driveway, so the property goes to the other side of the driveway on that side and goes down to the other side of the trees on that side. And the house itself, so this property, sorry, is just over a half of an acre, 2,700 some odd square meters, so over half of an acre. And the house itself, built in 1979, but has seen a ton of renovations done to it over the years. So it's got Connexcel siding, so the hardboard siding on it, so there's little maintenance to do there. PVC windows, as you can see, there's all nice lighting underneath the soffits. You have gutters, which is great. Front deck, as well as a side deck. And then a nice size backyard, which I don't know if you can see at the back there, they have a fire pit. And a good sized shed, which is approximately 16 by 10, and there is electricity into the shed as well. And then on the side, there's a little extra storage area. Now, the nice thing about this property is that if you wanted to, the owners also have an additional 4 acres that attach onto the back side of this property and actually run down to the next street, which is Peter Street. And that, like I said, is 4 acres. They've got trails running through it. Although if you ever wanted to subdivide it, you certainly can do that too, because you've got a separate entrance to it. And they would be willing to negotiate that into the price for an additional amount of money. So looking at the house itself, again, 1979 construction, the roof is approximately 14 years old, but is in really, really good shape. And you have ridge vent as well as some vents in the gables, which is great. And in the back here, now this chain link fence is a temporary fence. They have dogs, so this fence will be leaving. But the privacy fence that you see on the side there will be remaining. So just this back piece here, because it's just a temporary fence, will be going with the homeowners. So in the back, you have an entrance directly into the basement, which is very nice when you're in the backyard and you want to go directly into the back part of the basement. And you have a nice size deck here, which we're going to go up and take a look at. Now it's wood, so obviously it requires some maintenance, some staining and whatnot. And once in a while you're going to have to replace a board or two, but it is solid. So the frame is obviously very good on it. And you have a nice size backyard here, quite private. Lovely little sitting area here. Nice tree for decorating at Christmas time, and then the other side of the property there. Windows are all PVC, which is great. And from here, we could go back around to the front of the house, but we'll pop into the side here, the back of the house, to enter inside. Now, one of the nice things about this back entrance is the size of it. It's a really nice size entrance. You have ceramic floors, which are a nice neutral color. And then to your right, you have a closet, which is great as you enter into the house. Nice entry point. From here, we'll head into the kitchen area at the front part of the house. You're now facing the street. So you have a kitchen as well as the dining area combined together. Nice windows, and the kitchen has seen a nice refresh. It's solid oak cabinetry, and they've painted those out a nice modern white with some nice pulls on it, and even they've painted the backsplash. That is a ceramic backsplash, but just to make it a little bit more neutral, they painted that out as well. They've added the pot lights that you can see, as well as some of the fixtures have been changed out, which is nice. And you have a side entrance here, with some nice beveled glass in the door, as well as closet space, which is always needed. We'll go down to the back shortly. So you come through the dining room area here. They have a couple of nice little stools here, a nice dining area, and it leads into a really good sized living room area. Now the living room has original hardwood floors, so there's some natural wear and tear, but it becomes part of the patina of the wood floors. They look very nice. Excuse me, nice size. You have crown molding and another entrance, and the door matches the ones at the side of the house. And you have two really pretty French doors here. So if you ever wanted to close that off and have a little bit more privacy, you certainly can. A huge front window. And then, now this is just furniture, the fireplace here, but they have installed in the last few years a heat pump, which is great for heating and cooling. And very nicely decorated, nicely painted, very clean, very spacious looking, very neat. Now this closet they have turned into a pantry, so that's great for extra storage for the kitchen stuff. That's over the stairs, which is nice. And we're back to our back entrance here. If we go to the left, you have a linen closet here right off of the master bedroom, and then you have the primary bedroom, and then you have the primary bedroom, which is a very nice size. It's at the back of the house, so very quiet. That's a king size bed, and there's lots of room for that, as well as some end tables and hardwood floors in here as well. Walking around, and then a good size closet as well. So coming back out, we go back down the hallway. And to your left, you have the main floor washroom, which also has been updated. You have granite countertops with a really nice vanity, single undermount sink with good lighting. And awesome to have so much storage in the bathroom, which is fantastic. And then a large walk-in shower. And some very nice ceramic flooring with some nice details around it. So very nice. The main heating system in here is a new forced air furnace, which was installed in the last 5 years. And then as you come down into your first guest room, this is laminate. The flooring is laminate, but matches sort of the wood look. And again, very nicely done. Nice fresh paint. Can see closet as well, so a good size second bedroom, guest bedroom. So we'll now come back around. So as I said, the heating is forced air, which is great because every room has that even kind of heat, which is lovely. But then you also have the heat pump for added heat, as well as air conditioning in the summertime. So now we circle around to the side entrance, and as you walk in, this is a standard bungalow, you walk in and you can go straight down to your lower level. They've got a very pretty fixture there over that, so nice and bright. We'll head down the stairs. Now this has all been done in the last 2 years because the basement was mostly unfinished. So down here you have a really big rec room area with some built-ins, which is really nice as well. So you can see you have your TV area as well as a bar area over here. Nice and bright, big windows down here. It's all been finished, drywall. There was added insulation put in, some new lighting, as you can see. Well, the entire space was redone, so you have nice. These are floating floors, or laminate flooring, and very tasteful. And then from here, you have your third bedroom, which, as you can see, is also very fresh, very bright, and the same matching flooring. And then you even have closet space with lighting in it, which is a really nice touch. Nice to be able to get to those things at the back of the closet when you have lights in it. And again, just Very neat, very bright. And then the window, which is underneath the deck in the back. So that you would have to check for egress. So here you have the bar area, as you can see, which is kind of a nice space. And if you don't use it as a bar, it's certainly even a nice place to store crafts, to have extra sort of treats and food down here, which is great. And then back here you have your mechanical room. You actually have a couple of mechanical rooms here, because here is where your new forced air heating furnace is, and as well as your panel. And it's a 200 amp panel, as you can see. And there's even some open spaces there, so if you ever wanted to add another heat pump, although I don't know why you would in this case, because usually basements are quite cool. And you also have your central vac. It's got rigid insulation on the back side of the walls. And then on the interior of the basement, they added more batt insulation. So there's extra insulation in the attic. You've got loose insulation as well, which adds to the efficiency of the house. And again, a great spot to sit, watch a movie, have some popcorn. And then here, again, this is brand new build from 2020. You have your second full bathroom. Really modern, nice looking vanity. Some pretty fixtures. And then you have a nice tub with the ceramic large subway tiles that sort of look like marble, which is really pretty. And some nice fixtures there as well. And then finally you get to kind of the meat and potatoes of the house, which is the back laundry and workshop area. So that's the door that leads to the outside that we showed when we were out there. You have your washer and dryer located here. Great place for extra storage, or like they were using it as a little bit of a workshop. And then in the back here you have your hot water tank, which is rented with NB Power. That water softener is actually for a client. It's for a customer that's not actually hooked up. And then you have some nice storage in here. So a great place to put your summer stuff in the winter and your winter stuff in the summer. So, and then a lot of the mechanical, or sorry, a lot of the plumbing has been switched out to either PEX, and it's obviously copper. It is on a well and on a septic system, which is typical of the country. And that concludes the tour of 475 Dale Avenue in North Tetagouche, New Brunswick. If you have any questions or you'd like to see the house in person, by all means, give me a call.